Sticks and stones may break my bones, but words will never hurt me. Chances are you've probably heard this saying get tossed around at least a dozen times in your life. Whether you said it to someone that was picking on you, or it was a response from a lazy ass adult that didn't want to take care of a bullying situation that was going on, we've all heard it a million times before. And it's the biggest lie in human history. All my life, especially when I was growing up, the most pain I've ever felt came from the things that people said to me. Sure, you could say those experiences thickened my skin and made me who I am today, but they're also the cause of every single insecurity that I have about myself and why I have a hard time trusting other people. You're too fat. No one will ever love you. You're too loud. You're worthless. Everybody hates you. Nobody wants to be your friend. You're a loser. I've even had someone tell me that I needed to get a nose job and receive death threats as a kid. Such lovely, inspirational messages that changed my life for the worst. The fact of the matter is that, yes, words can hurt us. Do the terms mental and emotional abuse ring a bell? Yeah, it's that. The difference between, say, getting punched in the face and being told something horrendous is that the physical pain will eventually go away. A hateful comment might sting at first, but it will gradually grow worse and worse and worse until you either break down or... I'm not gonna finish that thought. These comments start stacking up for each one that we receive. We're lucky if we can just forget about it and move on. But more often than not, these comments can randomly attack us for days, weeks, months, or even years. Now, I know what some of you guys might be thinking. Why can't you just get over it and move on? That's the thing about mental and emotional scars. Sometimes there is no getting over it. I might grow less bitter about it, and I might cry less, but the damage is done, and sometimes scars don't completely go away. If you don't have anything nice to say, then don't say anything at all. This phrase is so obsolete, it's not even funny, especially in this day and age. Nowadays, people can hide behind a screen and say whatever the hell they want and not have to face the consequences. The worst most of these guys have to worry about most of the time is getting booted from a group, getting banned, or being blocked. Oh well, they'll most likely forget about you and move on to another victim. You know what the saying should be? Don't say anything online that you wouldn't say to someone's face. I know, wishful thinking, right? But this is a philosophy that was drilled into me by my parents when I first started using social media, and it's still one that I hold on to this day. Just know that whatever I say to you online is also something that I wouldn't hesitate to say to your face if we were talking in person. But I know there's a lot of people that don't follow this philosophy. Probably because they think that the odds of them meeting the person they're harassing online in person are extremely low. So they won't have to worry about it so much if that person wants to punch them in the face the next time that they see them. But we still need to make this saying go fucking viral. It's a hell of a lot easier to remember than the whole "is it nice, is it necessary, is it true" technique that is trying to be implemented nowadays. Regardless, if you do decide to be a dick on the internet, don't be surprised if somebody's a dick to you in return. I've seen it happen plenty of times where somebody starts something in a comment section, and the moment they start getting flack for it, they try to make themselves look like the victim. Yeah, well, my girlfriend just left me, and I have ADHD, and I have cancer, and my family was kidnapped and executed, and my house burned down, so I'm not in control of my feelings at the moment. I didn't know what I was saying. That still doesn't make it okay for you to act like a little shit. Not to mention, it can go both ways. What if the person you were just harassing just lost a family member, or has already dealt with some form of serious trauma on a personal level? What if they're depressed? Or what if they used to be someone that was on your side, and you just burned a bridge by being an asshole? Now you have one less person in your corner, and if it's not in a private message, then the entire thing is there for everyone to see. Words not only hurt, they can destroy. There have been things that I've been told where I'd rather the person just punched me in the face than leave me with the memory of what they said. So, to all the teachers, the parents, and the good-for-nothing adults that try to use this old phrase about sticks and stones to dismiss a situation, to anyone that's using this phrase to dismiss a situation, don't do it. Words are worse than sticks and stones. And I have friends who have taken their lives because the pain became too much for them. The fact of the matter is that words can hurt us, and there is no ignoring it. The whole reason I decided to make this video is because of a situation that recently happened on my Discord. Many hurtful things were said, and my moderators and I spent several hours trying to keep our heads and remain civil, only to be yelled at and insulted. Just so you know, while I'm not always on Discord myself, my moderators do a pretty damn good job at telling me if anything serious is happening, and I will act for the safety and well-being of the rest of the server rather than just myself. And it's pretty stupid that there are some people that think I won't call out a moderator if they're doing something that I don't agree with, or that I won't take control away from them and handle a situation by myself. If you work with me, then I'll work with you. You treat me with respect, then I'll do the same to you. But if you've already given me a reason not to trust you, it's gonna be a rocky road. The moment you start insulting me, or go around stabbing me in the back, is the point where I lose all respect for you, especially considering the fact that I've been in a dark place mentally and emotionally that was caused by this situation. One of my moderators has been going through the same thing. One is currently ill, and 2 more have family members who are ill. And yet, every day we still try to pull together and put our best foot forward. Not everyone is going to agree with the decisions we make, and that's all right. Not everyone is going to agree with my opinion, and that's all right too. What isn't all right is when people start getting hurt. Words do hurt us, but they can also heal. Compassion, support, and understanding can help in ways you can't even imagine. And we all need that during these difficult times. One thing that the events of this week has taught me is that there are many people who will stand with you for every person that is against you, given the proper circumstances, of course. Sometimes all it takes is for one person to say, I believe you, I agree with you, I trust you, I support you. And if you find that the majority is against you, then maybe it's time to reflect back a little bit on what was said or done and see why people disagree with you and favor the other party. Words can hurt us, but words can also heal us. It all depends on what you choose to do.